Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share my gambling addiction story which I had back over 15 years ago. So my story is back over 15 years ago I had gambling addiction, and the gambling addiction was very bad. As soon as I had any cash I went to the casino and just spend all my money. So at the time I was working at factory, at the bakery, and I was working on night shift, and I was getting my wages every Friday. And as soon as I get my wage on my bank account, I was finishing my shift 6 o'clock. I went home, had something to eat, had a nap, and then casino was open 10 o'clock in the morning. So I was getting my cash out of the cash machine, went to the casino on the slots and was playing on a slot machine. Sometimes I was winning, sometimes I was winning £1,000 per day, £1,500 per day, and then back over 15 years ago it was huge money, really. However, there is a trick that you will never win in the long term. Yes, you do win in that day, but then following day you will come back and spend all that money again. So in the gambling you never will win the money on the long term. Yes, you get the jackpots time to time. You will earn some money on some days, but on following days you will always spend that money back in the slot machines. So how do my gambling begin? Once I went into the casino with my friends and just was looking how do they play, and they was playing, and then I thought I may try as well. And there was like a dragon slot machine, so I can't remember how much exactly I put some money in, and then the jackpot on that machine was £400. I don't know why it's 400, usually it was 500, but on that specific machine it was £400. And I was playing about 10-15 minutes and I had a jackpot, £400. So I was keep playing, and I think it was about up to 600. It gave me some money, and it went up to 600, so I withdraw some money. And then I thought I'm going away, but then my friends was keep playing, and while I was waiting for my friends, I went back on that machine, put some money in, and I had another jackpot. So in that evening I went back out from there with over £800, which was phenomenal money for me at the time. And then on following day I went back there again, and I won another £400, and that was just crazy. I thought I will win all the time. And in that day I went away, and then on following day I went back and started playing and lost all those money, just lost everything. And then few weeks later I went there with my friend, and in 30 minutes we had 3 jackpots on one of the slot machines, and the jackpot was £500. So from there we went out with £1,500, which was phenomenal. So we went out, and then after that I was hooked up so badly. I was just gambling, and I was losing money, and I lost all the money I had, all the savings I had. And then I started borrowing money from the bank, from small companies, the quick loans and all that kind of stuff. Now it's much easier. Now you go online and you can apply for the loan, and then it's all online. But it used to be you have to go in some like physical branch. So I was borrowing money, spending money in slot machines, and then I was in debts. And then I will start taking phones from the companies, from the phone companies. Was taking phones on a contract, sold them on cash generators, sold my phone, get the cash back in the slot machine, lost all that. And then I was on bad debts, and then I started borrowing money from the people I know, So from everyone who I knew, I was borrowing so much money and just spending it on the slot machines. I was lying to people all the time. I was finding the reasons why do I need the money, and of course nobody knew that I was playing at the time. Some of those close friends knew. the friends with which I was going in the casinos, but they wasn't playing as bad as me. They was playing, but they wasn't being in debts as bad as me. So then I start selling the stuff wherever I can sell. I just sold everything, and then I get to the point where I have to sell my passport. So I sold my passport back home 15 years ago. You can sell your passport to the people, and they was, God knows what they're doing with those passports. So that's a different story. So I had nothing, and then I get to the point where the people asking me to pay back the money to them, and then the banks was calling me, and then small loan companies was calling me asking for the money. Everybody was asking me for the money. At the workplace where I was working, most of the people I was owing the money to them, and they was asking for the money. And then many people found out that I was gambling badly. And at the time, we don't have the smartphones, we don't have Facebook groups and all that kind of stuff, so we didn't have a community. Community is where I can share my problem with, you know. Even now, you can't share your problems with somebody because it's kind of shame, you know. All people cheer up when you're on success, but nobody cheer up when you fail on something, you know. So it become more and more pressure on me, and I was feel alone. I can't buy the food even, you know. I was buying the cheapest food I can, and just to survive. Any money was getting into my account on Friday, my wages was spent straight away in a casino. And I get to the point when, at the time, I was renting the room from one of the guys, and I should pay that guy the rent, and I haven't been paid for a couple of months. And then he said, "Oh, you're paying the rent, or you're going out from my house?" So he kicked me out from the house, and I was on edge to suicide. To get back to that guy, apologize for everything I've done, and I started my path to recover from all that. But that's different story. I will tell you this story in my following video. I would like to add that at the time I had about £10,000 in debts in total, owing to people and financial institutes like banks and small loan companies. And £10,000 at the time, it was completely different money. And at the time I was working as a cleaner and a forklift driver at one of the bakeries, one of the factories. So I was earning minimum wage. Yes, there was a lot of overtime where I can do double shifts, but still, it was a lot of money, it was a lot of pressure. So how I get out of that, I will tell you in following video, so stay tuned up, and all the links will be below this video, so subscribe to our channels. The reason for this channel is to help people who struggle in their life. For example, if somebody in debts, if somebody gambling, so if you struggle in your life, you're more than welcome to our groups, our channels, and we will try to help you with anything we can. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channels, join the groups, and stay tuned up. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.